Hello everyone, welcome back. It looks like Marcus Rashford is leaving Manchester United. With the interview that he had today with Henry Winter, these are the words that he had to say, and I quote, "Personally, I think I'm ready for a new challenge and the next step. When I leave United, I won't have any hard feelings." And he went ahead to say that if things are looking worse, I will not make them look bad. If things are looking bad, I won't make them look worse. And when it's time for me to leave the club, I will make a statement that will and it will come from me. Those were Rashford's words with the interview that he had with Henry Winter. It's like Rashford just saying goodbye, goodbye, United. Those are words of just goodbye. Rashford is a Manchester United graduate that made its senior debut to the club in 2015 when Van Gaal was in charge. He has played for the senior team for the last 9 years, and currently Rashford is facing some big challenges. His performance is not that good. His performance is not pleasing the owners and the manager. We have seen Rashford at his best when he helped the club when he was needed. We saw when he was performing so well, and in football, it comes a time when you'll perform well, and it comes a time where your performance will just go down. It's part of football, and if you're not performing well, it should be a way that for you to kind of keep on improving. Because as for Rashford, he's still, yeah, I think he has reached his peak. I think he has reached his peak. I think he's 27 years old, and currently his performance is not pleasing. And you can see Ruben Amorim on Sunday left him in the game against Manchester City, the Manchester Derby. We know Marcus Rashford is a player that turns out in a big games, and in the Manchester Derby, well, Rashford was late. I think everyone was surprised. Why is Rashford not available? I personally also was surprised, but after that game, Ruben Amorim went ahead and said in the interview that the reason why he did not select Marcus Rashford is because Rashford did not train well, and if he will train well, will be back in the team. And we know Ineos are very impatient with everyone at the club. They started with the staffs, and they will go down also to the players. If no one is performing, they will exit the door. And I think they also will want to do a clear out with the players that have been here at the club for the longest time and are not performing. And Rashford being one of them, has been here at the club, being that he's a Manchester United academy graduate, but in the senior team has played, has been here for the last 9 years. So they know that Rashford's performance, if it doesn't improve, if it will not improve, he will have to exit. And also Rashford knows that Manchester United have put him up for sale in the January transfer window, or in the summer transfer window. And to Marcus Rashford, I think his performance so far has not been good. Let's just say his performance has not been good. And also you can see in the Amorim new system is not fitting that well, because you can see Amorim doesn't like to play with with out and out wingers. He likes to play with the two tens who plays wide behind the number nine. And with Marcus Rashford being that he's an out and out winger, I don't see him really fitting well in this Amorim system, because in this system you need wingers who can really defend so well. And you can see Rashford cannot defend so well. He can't really defend so well, and also in his performance, it's just not good. So I think if the time comes for him to leave, I think it will be the good thing, and it will also be the good thing for both parties, because also Rashford knows that he will leave Manchester United either in the January transfer window or in the summer transfer window. So, and I think Rashford can change things around if maybe start performing, starting from the game against Tottenham on Thursday in the Carabao Cup quarter final, going until the last games of the season. I think if he has because he will perform so well. I see him staying here at the club, but the way things stand, his performance is not pleasing, and the owners in yours who are part of the football operations, I don't see them being very patient with players who have been here for the longest time and are not performing, and also players who have been here for the longest time and also receiving huge salary. You can see Marcus Rashford. He's a player that I think is on high wages at Manchester United, £350 per week, and being that he's receiving such huge salary and is not performing so well, I think Ineos will want to will want to take him out or sell him at the January transfer window or in the summer transfer window. There were rumors that club like PSG are interested in him. Club like Barcelona in Spain are also interested in him, and the latest one is in Saudi Arabia, where Manchester United told Etihad that Marcus Rashford is available for sale. If they will be interested, they're free to bring in a good offer to get Marcus Rashford. So I think also MLS is a good opportunity for him if he'll want to go there, and if a good offer comes from a team in MLS to get him. And in Italy, there's no team that has really shown interest in Marcus Rashford. In Spain, the team that can really pay Rashford salary, wages, huge wages, Real Madrid, and currently they're not interested in Marcus Rashford. And if Rashford want to play in Europe, I think he'll have to lower his wages for him to play in the clubs that will go after him, because you can see with his huge wages, I think clubs are pushing away to from getting, because they know that Rashford will want a huge salary, and this and they'll not they will not be tempted to get him, because you can see also his performance is not that good. If his performance could have been good, I think those clubs in Europe could have easily be interested in getting Marcus Rashford, because Marcus Rashford is a player that if he is in his best form is a good player, but currently is not good. And when Eric Ten Hag came in the 2022-23 season, he brought the best out of Marcus Rashford, and we saw that Rashford is back, and Rashford is the player that can play for Manchester United with the standard that United wants. And in that season, Rashford really performed so well. He scored 30 plus goals in all competition, and United went ahead to give him a new contract. And after that new contract, Rashford was nowhere to be seen. His performance just dropped. Last season, Rashford performance was just down. I think last season Rashford scored nine goals in all competition, 9 goals, and this season also, when Eric Hanag was here before he was sacked, also you can see he was struggling. And when Ruben Amorim took charge, you can see also Rashford performance has not improved yet. Today he will play well, score goals, but performance are not good. He will score you goals, but his performance is not good. Scoring goals doesn't mean that you're that good. Shows how you contribute in the team. So Marcus Rashford, at the moment, things are not looking good for him. Things are not that good for him. And with the statement that he has just said in the interview that he had with Henry Winter, is more likely that he knows he's ready to leave, and he knows that the club will want to sell him if a good offer comes in January or in the summer transfer window. And in this club, in Manchester United, with the new coach coming in, we know Ruben Amorim will want to rebuild this team, will want to improve this team, and to make this team to become much better. And being that we have players that are not performing, like, for example, player like Marcus Rashford, currently we're seeing is not performing. There's no reason for the club to stick with him, to wait for him to improve, and he won't improve. I think that season that Eric Ten Hag came, if that season Rashford could have not performed so well, I think he could have been sold. But I think he really made us see that he can perform in that one show, that he really shined so well, and he really convinced that in that show that he can really perform. And after that, you can see it was just it was that for the it was a performance for a short time that did not last for the longest time. So I think Ineos, you can see Ineos also are not patient with players, and they've seen that in this club for the past 11 years. Coaches have been sacked for not producing the same performance, and the same players have been here. So I think they'll want also to go for these players who are not performing. If a player is not performing, they also needs just to exit the door and leave. I think that's what they want to do and see if that will work, because you can't just be sacking coaches after 2.5 seasons and the same players are there. I think they'll want to turn things around and see how things unfolds. And you can see the way they are really ruthless with the staff. Some of the staffs have gone. You can see they stick to Derek Chanag, and at the end they sack him. You can see then Ashworth only after 5 months he went, and now is going for the players who are not performing and has been here for the longest time. I think that's how things needs to be worked. For Marcus Rashford, if we'll go, it will be best for all parties. I think it will be good for all parties. He has been here, and will really appreciate the good work that he has done for Manchester United when he was here. Let's just want to see how things will unfold in the Jan transfer window, which is ahead of us before the summer transfer window. Let's say if Manchester United will sell him in the Jan transfer window, or will wait to sell him in the summer transfer window. But that's as I see things, I don't see if Manchester United will want to sell him in the January transfer window, because we'll be having a lot of games starting from January, and I think they'll want a player that will be here to help in the depth. So I think maybe the possibility of Rashford being sold in Manchester United, I think, will be in the summer transfer window. That's just my take on Marcus Rashford being sold. I think Rashford is ready to accept what will come to him. If you leave, I think the way you said, he will leave with no hard feelings, and he will just take it. He will just take it positively. And he also did say that he's a red and always will be a red. I think Marcus Rashford. Let's just wait and see how things will unfold with Marcus Rashford. So I think that's all I had for you guys about Marcus Rashford, talking about whether he will stay or leave Manchester United. If you haven't liked this video, kindly like and also subscribe if you have not. Thanks to everyone for watching. Talk to you guys in the next one.